So if you are a mom to be, motherhood is such a beautiful, revealing, transforming, intense. It's literally changed my life. The days are long, but the years are short. These are 3 in 1 point. Slow down, embrace the journey, and learn your child. Something I wish I was told, that I have to give myself grace as I'm giving my child grace. Rest is a requirement, not an option. There's no award for who is most busy, most stressed, most overwhelmed as a mom. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Stephanie here and I'm so excited to be back. Happy New Year. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about the things that I wish I knew before becoming a mom. So pregnancy, postpartum, and where we are at now, which is a mom of a 3-year-old at the time this video is airing, and also a mom of a 9-month-old, because where did time go? Oh my gosh. Let's get right into the video. So my very first one is that the days are long, but the years are short. As someone that is type A, going into motherhood, I was so nervous. To thrive in motherhood, you have to slow down, embrace the journey, and learn your child. These are 3 in 1 point. Slow down, embrace the journey, and learn your child. I think when we are going into motherhood, it's so easy to start Googling the car seats, the theme of the nursery, the clothes, the bows, the bow ties, all the things. But we do not realize that it's going to take a lot of intentionality to actually enjoy the journey of motherhood. Because prior to motherhood, it's easy to just go. It's easy for your life to be filled with striving, which is basically going after the next thing, after the next thing, and never feeling any sense of accomplishment because you are always looking for what's next. But when it comes to motherhood, if you do not slow down to embrace the moment, you realize that the month has passed, another month has passed, and you can't even remember how your child was as a newborn. You are just time is just escaping. But in motherhood, to thrive and to enjoy the journey, be where your feet are planted. And I think that's why postpartum can feel very ghetto when you have your first child, because you are forced to stay put. You are forced to ask yourself, what do I want my life to be about? What makes me thrive? What makes me tick? What rhythms pour into my cup and what depletes me? And so I think that motherhood has given me the gift of being present, the gift of savoring and embracing life for what it is. The second thing that I wish I was told going into motherhood is to give myself grace, to learn how I am as a mom and how my child is. Yes, I carried my child for 40 weeks. Depending on when you had a child, but in my experience, I carried my firstborn for 40 weeks and a bit. And so having my child in my womb is definitely different from having my child outside my belly. And also my child is used to being in my belly with all the things in my belly, used to it being dark and knowing just me. I housed the baby. But once the baby comes out, there's just so much light, so much space, so many different voices and things to learn and ways to adjust. So it makes sense that the child would be crying, fussy, and confused about what just happened, because it's a huge transition. But in the same breath, it's a huge transition for the mom, because you just got to know this baby outside of your body. This is the first time you are becoming a mom to that specific child. Even if you have multiples, you are a first-time mom to each of your children, because you don't know their temperaments and you have to study their unique things. And so that's something I wish I was told, that I have to give myself grace as I'm giving my child grace. It's not about perfection and performance where you're taking, oh, they are 3 months, they did this. At this age, they ate solids. At this age, they flipped over. It's easy for it to become an Olympic sport or a competition when you become a mom with other people and other moms, when it's supposed to be an intimate, intentional journey with your child where you're bonding and getting to know each other. So give yourself grace whilst giving your baby grace, because you are both new to this. If your child is 1 month, you're 1 month into the motherhood game. So do not think that you can just pivot and go go back to the way life was. This is an entire new journey, and you have to try to figure out what works best for you and your baby. The third point is that one of the best gifts you can give your child is your presence and a rested you. It's easy as postpartum moms or pregnant moms or aspiring moms to want to do all these things differently. And I say this because you can go into motherhood or try to adjust into motherhood by figuring out the things that you do not want to do. Like, I don't want to be like that mom. I do not want to be like this other mom. Like, this is not what, like, it's all the things I do not want to do. But the most beautiful gift I think motherhood has given me is intentionality and slowing down. I think it's so noisy how life can be and get, where you are pulled in so many different directions, but motherhood literally forces you to take a seat, take a chill pill, to rest, to ask for help, to ask for support, to exhale, to question your life decisions, and to figure out, what do I really want from life? Who do I really want to be? Not about performance, not about striving, struggling, pursuing, all these things, but leaning into the flow of life. And I heard somewhere that it's only human beings that try to go the opposite of the way life is going. Like, if the wind is blowing a certain way, the birds go in that direction. If the waves of the sea is going this way, the whole water body goes that way. But when it comes to human beings, we do not like to embrace each season and the gifts that it brings. For example, with pregnancy and postpartum, you're forced to settle down, slow down, be still, ask for help, be vulnerable. But because of how life is fast-paced and how individualistic life can get, or how much we want to prove our independence or strive for all the things that we thought we wanted, motherhood actually makes you question things and goals I actually want for my life. Do I actually want to do all these many things? Or there's certain things that have been suppressing, certain gifts, certain talents, certain hobbies, certain things I need to let go of, people I need to let go of, people I need to embrace. Because the thing about motherhood, which segues me to the next point, is that your children emulate you. They actually reflect your actions and model what you are modeling. Your children do as you do, not do as you say. And so when you are going to motherhood, it can get intense, because not only does it slow you down, but it magnifies every single thing that you do, say, how you act. I realized that my daughter, who just turned 3, amazing, I'm just like in awe. She does things the way I emulate. If she wants to console her 9-month-old sister, she's just so soft with her. She kisses her, she wants to feed her, she wants to burp her, she wants to love on her, because she's seen me do those things. So motherhood will make you question your actions. And it is not supposed to make you feel less than, but it's supposed to check you, convict you, and your children actually will teach you how to comfort yourself, how to self-soothe and let go of what was and embrace what is coming. Next thing is that rest is a requirement, not an option. Like, rest is important. If you do not take a break, you're going to get burnt out. That's the thing. And with motherhood, it's easy to get overwhelmed because you are trying to do all these things at the same time. But motherhood taught me, I guess it would be the following point, that you have to delegate and ask for help. It really does take a village to raise a child. But for me, I believe that it takes a village to mother the mother. Because for the most part, the mother wants to mother their own child. They want to raise their own child. There's certain things they want to share with their children. But for that to happen, they have to have the support. They have to be understood. They have to be backed. And so I think the village is more for the mother. And so if you're not vulnerable and you're not humble enough to get help, to delegate, to release, control, and just to stay present and thrive in the journey and the season that you're at, is going to get overwhelming really quickly. Motherhood also taught me to be a student of my own life. So I'm a student of my spouse because I want to know, what can I do to take a weight off his plate? How can I love him more? I'm a student of myself because I have to know what overwhelms me, what stresses me out, what do I actually want? How can I rest intentionally? I'm a student of my toddler, because I want to know, how can I be present with her? How can I fill her cup? How can I love on her that makes her know that I care about her, that I care for her, not the things that I think she should care about, but the things that she actually cares about. You have to be a student of your own life to know what feels good, and not to just go with the trends and what people are saying you should do in motherhood, but to know what you need to do in your own motherhood. I have to study my baby to know the solids that she likes, the kind of way she likes to be put down and held. If I'm not a student of her, I will never know. And so motherhood causes you to be a student. It makes you humble and very teachable, because your child is teaching you how to parent for the first time, and you are also parenting for the first time, and it's opening up wounds and things that you suppressed, and also bringing so much joy. So there's a lot of duality when it comes to motherhood, and I wish somebody told me. Another thing that I wish I was told about motherhood is that there is no award for who is most busy, most stressed, most overwhelmed as a mom. There's literally no award, because motherhood is a journey. The milestones move, every step moves. And so if you're trying to keep taking, there's literally a never-ending list if you want to look at motherhood as a chore. But if you embrace the journey, you savor the chaos and savor the chill moments, if you stay present, if you rest, if you point to your own cup, if you lean on other people, if you find your community, that's when you're thriving in motherhood, because you realize there's so many moving parts and so many things that are there to teach you lessons, to bring you joys, to challenge you to grow. Motherhood is such a beautiful, revealing, transforming, intense, intentional, amazing journey, and it has literally changed my life. So if you are a mom to be, you are in your postpartum journey, you are pregnant, you are aspiring to be pregnant, I just want to let you know that motherhood is an amazing journey. It's beautiful. And yes, there's going to be intense parts and hard parts. And that is how life is. Having a full-time job has intense parts. Being an entrepreneur has intense parts. Being a spouse has intense parts. Like, as human beings, there's always going to be duality. There's always going to be lessons, highs and lows. But motherhood is beautiful when you savor it, when you realize how personal and intimate and intentional that journey is. You're meant to thrive through it all. And thriving is not about how many things you take off, but it's about how you are flourishing and how you are growing in each journey and how you are leaning into each journey. I hope that this video was encouraging to you, and I want to let you know that over here we are thriving through it all. Motherhood, our lives, our marriages, our jobs, our mental wellness, everything. We are thriving through it all. And if you love videos like this that inspire you, that encourage you, be sure to subscribe here. You can also join the community over on Instagram at Small Steps Co, and follow me at Stephanie Kubi. You can also sign up for our newsletters that give you all these practical tips on how to slow down, be intentional, and embrace wellness in every journey. Thank you for watching this video, and congratulations if you are expecting or in your motherhood journey. So proud of you. You are doing amazing.